And a 3 and a 2 and a 1.
Oh, no. Dramatic pause. And
We're back. Episode 41 on deck, recapping the Northeast Showdown at LCRC.
And whatever else we got.
And whatever else we got, which we're actually fairly on time this time. So we didn't do anything since.
Mike didn't make us late.
Mike didn't.
Just blame Mike for everything.
Yeah, it's all my fault. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. But we were, Taylor and I had full intention of going to Dudley Hill's grand opening, but Mother Nature put a said no. Mike,
everything in the Northeast.
Yeah,
everything north of the Pro AM, pretty much this weekend.
Yeah.
And today ended up being beautiful.
It rained pretty much all morning here. Like, it rained until, like...
It's pretty crappy up here.
It, like, rained till 1 o'clock or noon here. But, I mean, the rest of the day was beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice here.
But it was...
It's like 40 degrees up here. Like
yeah,
40,
it's 55 here.
Okay.
But I was thinking about it today. Like, I was weed eating around my property at, like, 4 o'clock. And I had, like, a rain... It wasn't raining, but I had a rain jacket on. And I was, like, starting to sweat. I was like, you know, it's kind of nice out. And I started thinking, I'm like, man, I wonder if we could have raced at Dudley today. But then, I know it rained, like, all day yesterday and all night. So just all that water, and, I mean, I don't know how they're equipped there, what weather they even got. So, you know, it's one thing to take 2 hours of rain and get that off the track, but when it's that slow rain that soaks down 6 inches... I've tried doing something. You just can't, you know. So, bummer. But we're going to try it again next weekend. And Mike, you're going to Rock Creek next weekend?
Indeed.
It's going to be a good time.
I'm going to check out Rock Creek.
All of them look like going to be some pretty good turnouts and good races.
Yep.
For sure.
And then also coming up this way, I guess it's still at least 2-3 hours away from me, is going to be the Rumble in Rome at CRC.
Yeah.
They just put in their newest outdoor layout. I don't think I've ever raced there before. I may try to make it. I think it could be the weekend before the next LCRC event. So we'll see.
Anyway, speaking of really good turnouts and races and stuff, let's talk about the, yet again, record-breaking entry count we had at the Northeast Showdown. The official number was 395 entries.
6.
Okay.
I think. I'm pretty sure it's 396.
Okay, just below 400, which was 40 some more than last year's. And last year's
was it 253?
353.
Or 353. I'm sorry.
So, wow.
Yeah. I have more stats. I just have to run and get my laptop.
And that's pretty much all
That's
pretty much all the stats, other than drivers, which...
There's one stat that's actually really interesting, and I want to get the actual number. So, do a pause right here. Let me read my laptop.
You know, well, now that you mention it, let's just roll our intro, since we didn't do that yet. So.
Yes.
Disclaimer time.
Roll the intro. We'll be back.
Disclaimer. You're about to listen/watch a podcast hosted by a group of friends who tend to use vulgar language and profanity, and also enjoy pounding adult beverages. Viewer discretion is advised. Lastly, we may be making some bold statements. All views and statements made in this podcast do not reflect the views of any sponsors, guests, followers, or any supporters of this podcast. So be cool and don't get offended. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy.
RC racing is boring to watch.
So I wanted to start out asking a whole bunch of questions that are non-RC related. Blondes or brunettes?
Take the win! Aiden in the 2 spot! A last turn! Oh, that's Davey. Goodbye. Mike has numbers, and Cody has joined us. Welcome, Cody Sander. Welcome
Howdy.
back. As you know, usual, Cody always joins us for the recaps because he's very good with not practicing and building tracks and blah blah blah. And I'm so stoked for what you guys are cooking, and I want to get into that after the recap.
Are you talking about what Hunter's cooking?
No, we know what she's cooking. No, I'm excited for the next layout, and I want to see if we can get Cody to drop
So am
some hints. But till then, Mike, data, go.
Yes. So you had already mentioned that there's 395 entries as a Northeast Showdown. There was 190 individual drivers. There was 22 additional new people for the first time at LCRC that did not show up in 2025.
Wow.
So that's awesome. So it's 59 new people this year thus far to LCRC.
That didn't go to 2025.
2025.
Yeah, that data is
correct.
strictly off of 2025.
Correct. Yeah, and then so far there's been 263 individual people the last two races combined.
Wow.
Yep.
A lot of new people. RC in the Northeast is doing live well.
Unlike your camera, which is frozen, and
Oh, it did freeze again.
Oh,
your audio sounds great. Good thing it's a podcast, not a vlog.
Yeah.
did that make it go better?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Because I open up the app before we stream for my camera so I can adjust the settings for the camera.
Mm.
So I don't know if that was messing with it. We'll see. If it pauses again, just please let me know.
Of course.
Okay. But yeah, I figured you'd be interested in the more new people.
Yeah, I like that unique driver data. I'm excited to see how that trends. I can't wait to put all this on a graph because I love looking at graphs, dude. I love seeing the trends. Anyways, so let's get into it. Taylor, naturally, you were the first one on the
Yes.
property. Come.
Yes, I am. That's the only thing I'm first at. Getting out of work early and showing up.
Yeah, you always
set
come
up.
first.
Yep. But at least somebody does. That's all that matters. So showed up. Oh gosh, I think it started sprinkling just before I started pulling in.
This is Wednesday.
And yeah, Wednesday. And set some tents up. Cody, you weren't there Wednesday night, were you?
Nope.
And then we chatted for a little while. I unloaded my. Did I even unload my stuff? No, I don't even think I unloaded my stuff because it was raining. But hump day, happy hour, LCRC, that went off, and gosh, then kind of rained throughout the night just a little bit, I believe. It was cloudy in the morning. It looked like the sun was going to come out for a little bit, and then we started sawdust in the track for a couple little puddles here and there, probably about noon-ish, somewhere around there. And then wasn't much longer than that. We were on the track. Looked a little soft and muddy on the first couple laps, but after that, it started running in. Looked real good. Yeah. Ran practice. I don't even remember. Oh, I ran e-buggy for a little bit to break in my new e-buggy. So I think I ran 4 or 5 battery packs through that thing on Thursday. That was probably really about it for Thursday. And then he showed up Thursday night.
Yes. And I was like super nervous because I didn't know, like I wasn't talking to really anyone there if practice was happening. I just knew the weather I had back home and on the way out. And I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if they just canks practice for the day. But I was super thrilled when I pulled in like 6:30 to see cars going around the track.
Yeah. By that time, track was primo. I mean,
Yeah, it looked good.
even by like 3 o'clock, track was pretty prime. And
Yeah.
we were watering it.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked great. Yeah, did my standard do dog and unload car and go say hi to people and pretty much it. Yeah. Thursday nights are pretty chill for me. I don't get in a hurry
Yeah.
about nothing. And then Mike and Chris got there at 10.
Yeah, a little before 10,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Davey set TQ and got there before midnight for once. Impressive.
That is true.
So rolling into Friday, like the weather was beautiful, I think, for practice.
Mhm.
We only watered like a couple times, didn't we?
No, I thought Friday was like every hour.
Was it?
I can't
Pretty
remember.
often.
Was it
Yeah.
all?
Well, I don't
It
think it
was-
was every hour, but it was pretty
No,
often.
yeah, it was like hour and a half or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because by the time I go out, I run, I try to change one thing,
yeah.
and then I'm at the my table trying to get ready to go back on the track, and then usually Burns will be like, "Hey, we're time to water again." So,
But the magical thing was the groove that developed on Friday.
yeah, it started really developing through practice pretty good, and
Yeah.
then started trying to get some ideas and stuff to just try and like make sure we keep it
Yeah.
progressing that way and don't lose it.
Mm-hmm. And I think everything you guys did on the track crew side was perfect. Because
Thank you.
It felt very it just trended better and better throughout the day on Friday, I think, and stayed there.
Yeah.
So. Mike, how'd your practice go on Friday?
Went very well. So like the main thing that I needed to do was make sure my truck was actually going to work. Because if anybody remembers last race
The ESC
or the
issue?
race prior, yeah, the truck just shut off randomly. Couldn't find anything wrong with it. So in practice, ran 2 or 3 battery packs through it, no problem. And then, long story short, ran it all weekend, no issues. Didn't change
Did
a
you
single
change
thing.
anything? No.
No,
Huh.
changed absolutely nothing.
That's actually scary.
Yeah. So I don't know. I lives to fight another day, I guess. And coming off the track on Sunday, it took some abuse. So like, the
Mhm.
thing was hot. It got real hot on Sunday underneath that body. So I don't know.
Cody, did you get on the track any on Friday?
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah. How'd that go for you?
Fine. Everything worked well at that point. I think I actually, I think it was Friday. I dropped my camber link down to the bottom hole, so I actually did a setup change.
That's
Um,
crazy.
Yeah, so that worked out well. But yeah, I think it was 2 or 3 times there towards the end before the pit party started.
Imagine if you just start doing like a couple more setup changes to fit what you need. Maybe you'll like get past that the field, Cody, fucking Harmer and Schreffler level.
Yeah,
And maybe you get to join them.
I
I
think
will say
that
this, and it's
that's
not
probably
just
more
being
just driving more.
Mugen Nuthugger is like a lot of times the car just has this operating range and it does really good, and you don't have to chase the setup quite as much. But,
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
mean
saying don't.
I feel like most cars, like I know the techno cars like that, and I feel like most cars have that like around the kit setup, like that they have an operating range. And I feel like that's very accurate. Like right now with the techno cars, with everything we've been doing, like I feel like I really notice stuff now because we're so far out of the kit setup. Like operating range is tight on setup
Let's
window.
say-
It feels like.
I was gonna say your debuggy was hot garbage.
Yeah, I was fucking. I was way
It was
out
so
left field.
bad.
I was
Yeah,
way
I don't
out
know
in the
what
left
you
field.
did. I don't know what you did, but it was bad.
Well, it was like at the opener, like I really liked it, and then I don't know if it was just like seeing yours, Mike, and everyone else have so much more just speed and like the car just being better for them, and mine not being, because I didn't make any changes to my e-buggy from the opener to the showdown. In fact, I ran the same oils in my shocks in both cars I did at the opener. Never even changed my shock oil. But
I still have oils from last Mugen challenge, I think.
Jesus fuck.
Hey,
there's
if
any
it works,
left
it
after
works.
that,
If there's any
if there's any left after this past weekend, they're probably empty now. At least the diffs.
So Wednesday when I get there for the next event, I have to
do
put
Cody
some more
shocks
on
at
my
least.
truck.
You don't even have to for the next event because I'm probably not racing it.
Oh, that's right.
Well, that's
Yeah.
perfect. It gives Taylor
Yeah,
all
he
weekend,
has all
to
weekend
go
to
through
do
the
it.
car.
Guess who's running Nitro Truck then?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Cody, just bring it on down. Taylor's got it. He'll go through it.
I'll get
Oh,
ready for
he
this.
knows where it's at.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's sitting right there, ready for him to use or fix up, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Is that shirt say the second annual Mugen Challenge? Or it's the golf one?
Second annual
Golf
golf
outing.
one.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
shirt looks very good condition to be from the second annual
Yeah,
Mugen
that's-
Challenge.
Yeah, no, I think they were. I don't even. What Chris Kaminsky? It would have been like an orange one or something at that point. I think.
They're black and orange. I have a couple of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Mike were partners last year to golf outing.
I think I'm going to join in on that deal this year.
We played like hot ass,
Yeah.
so we need to redeem ourselves this year.
Yeah. Well, as long maybe we'll get paired up with my dad this time.
Oh, dude, your dad was the goat. Jeez.
But so anyways, back to Friday practice. Anything else you got, Mike, for your Friday practice?
Yeah, actually. So the last practice session, or one of the last practice sessions, I handed my radio to Joey Bourdon and said, "Joey, drive my car." Joey ended up loving my setup of the car. He went faster with my car than his own. So
That's
that gave
such a
me
warm
validation
feeling.
that- it is. It gave me such validation.
I
that,
know what I'm
everything doing to
doing.
my car. Yeah, everything I'm doing to my car has been nothing but positive things.
Yeah.
And just seeing him take my radio and go 2 seconds faster a lap than me, it really hurt. That hurts because I can't drive like that. But looking at his lap average, it was faster than his own lap average with his own car. Yes.
And I remember I wanted to get in on that deal to drive your car just to feel it compared to mine. And, things and stuff, I just didn't have time to. But it was, I forget why we were. Oh, we did, because it was the Friday night quickie.
Yeah, you were setting up the booth.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, my practice, my truck was good. And then e-buggy, something. I don't know if something broke. I don't think anything broke on it, but like something happened with it, and I was just like, I'm done with this thing. Like for today, like setup is so far
No,
gone.
it didn't break. because
Oh
you
no,
brought
it was when I
to
hit
fix
the
it.
pole. I hit the pole
Yeah,
and
your
put the
body,
sunroof in
yeah.
and so my rear diff case was the cover bit with the two long bolts in the back. It was so worn out, those screws kept backing out. So they were out like 4 millimeters, and I went off the one jump, and those screws dug in. I went straight into the telephone pole, and I put a sunroof in my 2-race body. So that was when I said, fuck this. We're setting that aside for now. And I ran E-Truck. My E-Truck was awesome. And then Friday night quickie time.
Well, before Friday quickie, I'm just gonna say I was running my e-buggy maiden voyage kind of the day before, and I'm like, man, this thing feels good, feels dialed, and I didn't change a single thing in it. I really built it to kind of like the new kit spec. I use the oils that came in the kit. I use diff oil, shock oils, and I put my little tweaks on the setup and stuff, just how I run things, but it's all the kit parts and everything else.
So was this the USA Team Edition deal?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just have a white wing on it instead, and my P2 body instead of the S15 it comes with.
Yeah.
But other than that, I do titanium shock screws because I don't like the set screws that go in the shock pins. I like just screwing them in because when you have a 5.5 millimeter nut wrench on the top to get the shocks, I like just going down at the bottom and just pull them right out. So it's one tool instead of having two tools. Although I am a tool, so it makes 3 tools, but different story. But yeah, other than that, and it felt dialed. It felt amazing. Gave me a ton of confidence. It felt so good compared to my nitro buggy that felt like hot garbage. Um, and I was like, if I wasn't running the two cars, I would have just thought that my driving was so far bad. And then I was chasing setup with my nitro buggy quite a bit. I'm like, man, this thing feels so loose. It's like inconsistent. It's hard to drive. Can't figure it out. And then I'll actually insert my foot in my mouth because um, Shane Laux over the weekend was talking to me, and he's like, "How often do you work on your clutch and like change all the clutch stuff?" And I'm like, I don't know, like half a season, something like that. And because he's asking for himself, and he's like, I just talked to Red, and Red's like, you got to change it every race. I'm like, nah, you don't have to change your clutch shoes every race though. And I'm like, Shane, you might be able to get away with like a whole season or something, even who knows. But then and then Chicky chimed in. He's like, oh, you go that long? I go, I don't know, a little less than that, but ended up, I had a bunch of clutch problems, and that's what was making my initial buggy super inconsistent. Because I kept losing the rear end because it would be grabbing really weird times. So that's what my problem was. I was trying to chase with setup, but yeah, figured that out. So instead of changing the whole clutch and all that stuff, I just threw my old motor in it. I already had a clutch and stuff ready to go. Just bolted that in. And good to go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's things where you live and learn, and now you know to check it more often.
Yep. So.
To never make the mistake again.
I won't. I went in the store. I bought a couple other full clutches and shoes, and bought more shoes off Ron and everything else too, because he was parting out all his nitro stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's another thing I did Friday night. I blew my load at Ron G's camper.
I also
Yes, you did.
These are from Ron G right here. I'm gluing these up today.
Yep.
What compound is that? Is that A2 dirt bites?
Yeah, these are A2 dirt bites. How'd you know that from
The double dot?
I just whipped this around.
The double
just,
Well,
dot.
I
you
see
can
the double
two
dot,
dots.
but how could you tell that was a dirt
Doesn't
bite?
look like a reflex.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a relapse.
Huh. All right.
I can see the angled tread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike has a touch of the, it nicked him.
Do you know what these are, Mike?
The tism. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, well, you should.
Those are relapse blues.
Nope. These are from
reflexes.
Mike.
They're
These are
from me?
you. Yeah.
They're the whole. I'm for whole shots.
Yep.
Oh. A good tire.
I got a
So
couple.
you have the tire band still
oddballs.
on that one, so it was covering the tread.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, wow, that's
Yeah.
got a bunch of glue on the side. So my hands are actually covered in glue, too. So I use... Sorry, going on a tangent here, but that is my life. I love Loctite glue, I'll be honest, but I hate how hard these bottles are. So, like, if you do, like, several sets of tires, it's like you just get tired of, like, doing it. So I grabbed, these little plastic refillable things with the metal tips and stuff just off Amazon, like $2.99 for 6-pack or something like that. And I was trying to use the different tips. And I was using one of the smaller ones, so I was probably squeezing it too hard. And at some point, the glue started coming out the seams
Oh god!
and then all over my hands and everywhere.
So I'll never forget where I witnessed somebody glue themselves to their pit board. I guess he got like glue on his arm or something. And he put it like his head down. He rested his head down, and this was at Fuel Nats. And he like goes to lift up. And he's like, he like lifted up his pit board.
Well, one of the top pros here at one of the indoor tracks, I think it was like Aurora Nats here, got some in his eye. I forget who it was.
Oh,
Remember?
that would be miserable.
Was it maybe Mason Fuller? Or yeah, it's one of the top tier guys. Not too long ago, they had an incident there.
I'd certainly call that an
miserable.
incident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oof. I don't even want to think about that.
I don't either. So let's get on to Friday Night Quickies.
Yeah, Quickie Friday.
So this is the inaugural Friday Night Quickie.
Inaugural.
Inaugural.
Annual.
Yes.
It's not annual because it's multiple times a
Yeah,
year.
it's every race.
It's inaugural.
It's still going to be
Yeah.
inaugural and annual.
Right.
No,
Bicentennial.
Technically, it will be
It's-
annual, but it is repeating throughout the year.
yeah, every year.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yep.
So for those that aren't privy, the Friday Night Quickies is not a fun time Taylor and I have in the camper. It's actually a little oval race that LCRC puts on. They just finished up their oval track literally at like 5 or 6 o'clock on Friday. And so they run 4 classes: box stock, Lucy Sprint, box stock, Traxxas Modified, mod Sprint, which is the custom works, the actual purpose built cars, and then 8 scale late model. So the format was 15 minutes of open practice for each division, and then we used that to qualify. We used that to seed you for the mains. And away we went. And it was a super fast program, and I had just an absolute blast. Announcing the stock classes kind of sucked. I think it was Traxxas Modified specifically, because there's like 6 cars and 5 of them were the same bodies.
Oh yeah.
I
And
didn't think about that.
Yeah, I was finding out. I guess
Yeah.
to buy like a clear body from Traxxas for the Traxxas Modified is like $150 or something. Just
I believe
ridiculous.
it.
So, yeah, because Krista was like, she was saying on the radio, she's like, "Can you point out the leader?" And I'm like, "I promise, we're trying." No idea. So they're doing 7, 8 second laps, but it was a blast still. So when are we gonna have one?
It was
I
it was
see,
definitely fun to
Go ahead.
it was definitely fun
Red
to
Rock
watch.
available.
I hear a critique coming.
Like, well, not really. Like it was like Gary and I went over and watched the mains, and the sprint cars were definitely like the most fun to watch
Oh yeah,
for like the first like minute and a half, and then once the leader broke away, like it was super boring.
right.
You know what I mean? Because like it was really cool when all 3 of them were literally chasing each other down.
Right.
But once they separated, I was like, okay,
Well, I mean, it's the same. It's the same as It's the same way in off road too.
yeah, I
When
know
when
it
the
is.
leader's a
Like when
lap
the
ahead,
leader,
it's boring. But when you
yeah, it
get,
is boring.
I'm telling you, when you get a good oval race where it's like 4 or 5 guys and there's like a lap split at most, because
Yeah,
a lap is nothing in oval car. That's one wreck.
no, it's not.
You know,
No, yeah, it's exactly. It's one. It's whatever.
getting
But,
marshaled one time. Yeah.
yeah, it just kind of sucked because like that the leader. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like props to him. He drove a really good race. But
Yeah.
if he would have made one mistake, it would have made it way more interesting. you know.
After I know I begged Garrett to let me rip his mod sprint around because
Yeah.
I just wanted to try it, and I made it from turn 1 to turn 2, and I gave the controller back. So I was like, I can't drive this. It's just so wicked.
That's funny.
Is it
You
one of
should
those where you have to stay on the throttle for it to go straight type setup?
Yeah, yeah. Well, Garrett had the one when we went to the factory with like the 5.5 still in it for Motorama.
Uh-huh.
Or for Motorama, and he was the one doing wheelies like literally the whole way around the track. But
Like you could probably drive Gavin's 8 scale.
oh,
Like
any of us
watching
could.
him drive. Yeah, I know, but like watching that thing go around the track, it's literally point, shoot, turn, pull.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
The electric late models are definitely cheating on that track compared to Nitro.
You think?
oh, it was night and day faster than everything else on
Yeah,
the track. It wasn't even
110%.
fair.
I
Like
mean, it's
mid
usually
corner,
it
that
was
thing
it
was
was dialed
booming.
on the old track too. Yeah, it was dialed on the old track too. But like the old track, everyone was full tilt.
Yeah, because of the
This
banking,
one,
you could hold into.
yeah, yeah. This
Yeah,
this
that
little boring of a track that e car is just so much more ahead of Nitro cars. It's not even funny.
you would watch that car leave the exit of a turn, and it would accelerate so fast, it was insane.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like there's no way a nitro car was keeping up with that car.
I know back, 10 years ago when I was running around doing a lot of oval announcing, I used to do a good bit of a short course late model, which would be four-wheel drive short course with a late model body. And that was so much fun. And it was the same thing like we're talking right now because it was all flat track. And I literally just threw a body on my off-road rig, twisted the shocks a little bit, and point and shoot. And it was just crazy. But we gotta get one of some sorts, boys.
I saw so many people
Yeah.
leaving the store with like the new
Mhm.
Lipsy deal. So
I mean, if they keep trying to raffle one off, I'll keep entering it.
Oh
Because
yeah.
like, if I eventually win one, that'd be dope. But I don't necessarily want to buy one.
I'm like in my head thinking about how I'm gonna have my own. So it probably won't happen until next season. But if Techno drops a new car, then I'll keep my old car and make that an E-late model.
And I know Kevin already has the classes split up, but if there ends up being more electric 8 skills, you have to split them.
Oh yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho's.
But I get it. It was the first one, and there was what, 8 of them?
Yeah, I think there's only one
So-
or two electrics.
Well, I mean, there's only 8 total 8
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Yeah. There's no reason to split anything up yet.
Yeah.
The only class.
Unless you actually, you can still run them together since there's still so little of them, but then crown a nitro winner and an electric winner.
Yeah, but then like, there's no awards or anything.
I know,
So
but
it's
still,
like-
like this, it's like when you run 2-wheel with a 4-wheel.
Yeah.
Like there's still a 2-wheel winner and a 4-wheel winner.
True.
I say just run it one big open class, and whoever's fastest makes the main.
Yeah.
No matter how many sign up.
Yeah, I mean, well, right now you have to. It's just ultimately the electric's not fair to run like it's nitro.
Yeah, until it becomes like pretty evident of
Dominant.
everyone.
Yeah.
So
Then again,
Anywho's.
though, getting somebody that's very proficient in nitro, late model, getting them to run against an electric and see how it stacks up. You know what I mean?
We'll find out at Mugen Challenge.
That's what I figured with like Drake and whoever else runs them.
yeah,
Cody.
because Gavin usually runs his electric against them, and then I don't
Yeah.
think he does as well. So
Cody, are you gonna run
he's still good.
oval at any point this season?
Probably. Probably Mugen Challenge.
Gotcha.
Does the shop have rental oval cars?
No.
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 Because that would be cool.
And Kevin was talking about that over the race weekend, and that's just a slippery slope to go down. Because like, one, how much do you charge, and then like two, it's just gonna get the hell beat out of it, and now that's a whole another thing you got to make sure you work on and fix and is ready, and it's fun on paper, but can turn into just a administrative nightmare.
Well, here we go.
Oh boy.
What if you had a shop one for the blue crew and one of you guys just runs it every time? It just rotates between you guys.
I want my
Well,
own.
who is it that wants to run? Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it'd be you. It could be anybody.
I want my own.
Just the blue crew. Anybody on the blue crew.
Nah.
Well, Gavin kind of has his own.
Yeah.
And
Gavin has his own.
Shane
Well, then
usually puts someone
Gavin will run
else.
his own.
Cody has his
It
own.
was just an idea.
Yeah.
Stupid one.
And Kevin has his own.
It was a stupid one. All right, I'll see myself out later.
Yeah.
Mike, I appreciate your
I'm
input,
done
and
talking.
I will take it to the board of directors.
Like that answer.
Anyone else have any dumb answers?
No.
Give me dumb questions.
All right. Yeah.
I'm sure I'll have more.
Yeah, give me a minute.
All right.
There's no
Yeah.
such thing as dumb questions, just dumb people.
Right.
That makes me feel worse. Thanks.
Well, moving along,
Alright.
we did Friday night quickies, and then I went and blew my load at Ron G's trailer, and apparently I was flailing around on the back 40 on Skippy, and I went and no, I didn't wholesale my car yet, and then Kevin decided to mess with me
Yeah,
and
that was fun.
play God from the fire pit they were at and demanded his timetable. Ugh. And then I wholesaled the e-buggy, and
I went to bed.
Yeah, you went to
Yeah.
bed. I copy and pasted Mike's setup, crossing my fingers, and then Saturday morning came. And I want to hear about. I want Cody to start this one out because he went out completely green truck with a questionable battery, an e-truck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Ron G's E-truck was sitting in there on the bench, and I had reconnected the shocks Friday night just in case. Um, and me and Kevin were in there. We were just looking at it. He's like, "You want to run it?" It's like, "Nah, it's all right. We don't." I looked at what race they were at, and it was like 2 or 3 races till E-truck. We stood there for a little bit. He's like, "We can do it quick. We can try to get it out there." I'm like, "All right, yeah, sure, whatever." So I went and got my radio. This was, I think we had like 12 minutes of race time, and he got the receiver box torn apart and put a receiver in it, a transponder in it. Got it bound, set my endpoints through the most charged battery that we had, which was the one that Adeline already ran, and headed out to the track. Which, driving an e-truck, it's been probably 4 years, and I forgot how punched you have to drive e-truck because I'm used to just running nitro and rolling corners and trying to carry speed, this and that. And so the first couple laps, I was like, why do I feel like I'm going so slow? That's just because I wasn't punching it. Plus, I had it turned down to like 85% because, again, haven't driven an electric vehicle in a while, so I know they can be a handful. Um, but yeah, battery dumped about halfway through, which was kind of one point to having a slightly half charged battery.
I was wondering why you
But it was
dropped because
fun.
you were in my qualifier.
Yeah. Yeah, I finally like started picking it up and then battery died.
Womp
It's
womp.
coming down the straightaway and it just stopped.
Yeah, like what you mentioned about electric truck is the hardest thing with me going to like run it. Is I like how it's ran first in the program because you do have to drive it so differently than a buggy. If
Hmm.
I go buggy to truck, it's hard for me to like, oh crap, I have to pull the trigger way harder now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good time though.
How did
Second
the?
It
qualifier.
is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we? I was gonna say, are we just going through the qualifiers
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. And first qualifier nitro truck, I was fifth, sixth. And then second qualifiers came around, had a full battery. Just kind of found myself behind the truck, and every time I would try to make a pass or make a pass, I'd end up making a mistake, and then he'd get back around, and then I was just sitting. I wasn't picking up anything because I was trying to not hit him or trying to get around him. Um, so didn't make the A in E truck, nitro truck. I must have been 6, and then in the first round, 5 in the second round because I ended up 5th overall in nitro truck. So that was good, but yeah, E truck I needed to make the A because I knew I wasn't going to make the beaming because I had a golf tournament Sunday morning. So oh well, nitro truck was still the main one to be focused on. E truck was just a last minute thing and threw down and had fun. So
How'd your nitro truck main go?
nitro truck main was good. Felt like it was a fairly
Oh,
consistent 25 minutes. Do you want me to go into main
yeah.
though?
I mean, I asked you to, but I just realized we're not on main
Well,
day
I
yet.
had asked about. I was gonna say I
Yeah,
asked about
yeah. I
qualifier.
know.
Are we just doing qualifiers? So I ended at
Yeah,
qualifier.
yeah. You're doing great, Cody.
Okay. So just keep going now.
No.
Okay.
I fucked you there.
Stop now.
Wait, Cody, you are done. You got caught at the line.
Okay. All right.
Mike, how was your quals?
Honestly, I'm really happy with how my qualifying went. It's like it may not been like I was definitely faster this race than last race. Same layout and everything. But I'm really happy with my consistency. Like I was 98 plus consistency in all my qualifiers. So like really happy with that. And then making the truck main was just, icing on the cake. But I was happy. Things are going good. Truck is getting an overhaul though. I'm gonna try something completely different next race and see how it goes. So
Why?
because if I don't try things, I'll never learn.
Yes.
Was it doing something that you didn't
No.
like? That triggers.
No, the truck
just-
is incredibly easy to drive. It's great. I just want to try other stuff because it's
Yeah.
working out in buggy. So unless I do it, I'll never know.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
Yep.
That was the answer I was kind of looking for. You're doing something in buggy that's working out, and you just want to see if it applies to the truck.
yeah. Well, I mean, the setup, nothing on this like setup wise will translate to buggy or to truck from buggy, but it's more so like I'm getting out of that comfort zone of, actually learning and listening to Gavin, and I want to just try things. It's a so far hit with his help and everything, and then of course Lonzo and everybody else too, but the kid's fast. Like I'm not gonna not listen to him. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
try some stuff. Yeah.
very good on
Good old
tires, too.
Gary.
Yep.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. He's got quite the promising career in RC if he continues to push at his age. And
That's the thing. He's not pushing.
Well,
He doesn't want to.
it's crazy.
I'm watching him in this last buggy main this past weekend or whatever. He's got it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It was it was one of my qualifiers. Like I made one mistake, right? Or it may have been the main. I think the main day. I made one mistake, and like we're also slow times. It's impossible to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
So like you make a little bobble. He fell back from the top three, and he just never could make that ground. They're all going the same speed.
Taylor, what was your quals like?
I think Joe Bucky. I can't remember them all exactly, but remember one of them in Nitro Buggy. After redo shocks, I put one of them backwards front, and I went out there, and the shock came loose from the tower, and that was like on one of the first laps. So I drove it up to the pit, and Toby was going to fix it, and I flamed out. Yeah, so that was like the first Nitro Buggy one, and then got out there, did a couple laps. I don't even remember what happened in E-Buggy. I think it went out on a poor tire choice, perhaps. But yeah, I don't even remember. To be honest.
It's funny. I followed your lead in tires. I saw you on double bars. I put them on Jim's car. They were good, and then I started running double bars,
Mm-hmm.
and they were amazing.
Double bars were really sweet this past weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They were working pretty well for the most part.
Yeah.
Until they
I don't
weren't.
remember what I did in E-Buggy,
Until they
to be
weren't.
honest.
Yeah, until I burned through a set of blues in one run. But
Yeah.
hey, who's counting?
It was fast.
Yeah.
They were fast.
Anything else for your quals, Taylor?
Nah, honestly, I don't remember them. So
So
it wasn't horrible. But what about yours, Alex?
So E-Buggy was night and day better after I copy and pasted Mike's setup. I didn't make any changes to it the rest of the weekend, honestly. Like, it was just like, this is how it's supposed to be, And I qualified in the C main, of course, in E-Buggy. Fucking get real. Like, everyone's fast as hell. But I was happy. Like, I was very satisfied with my qual. My pace was there. Like, I had a couple wrecks, and I'm still trying to get the consistency down while driving at that speed. But we're getting there. I was very happy with that. E-Truck in Q1 had a very similar scenario to Uncle Mike from the first race, where I just hit the lander of a jump. It was coming around the left side, and just E-Truck was just dead after like a minute or two. No power, no nothing. Mike fiddled my wires, pulled the sensor wire, the power wires, fiddled in the switch, just nothing. And so we just kind of thought, because it still had the switch on it, Tekin RX4. We're like, probably switch bad. Kind of a common Tekin problem. Switches go bad. So I wasn't really worrying about it. And then whenever I got time, I went and cut the switch off and went to tie it together. Went to try putting power to it, and it was still DOA. And at this point, I'm like up in 5 races or something. Like, I'm up soon. I was like, holy fuck. I need an ESC. And so I went and found Kevin, and I was like, Kevin, I need an ESC. That was another Tekin. I want something that doesn't break. Like, I can't keep having this issue. Because last season I went through so many from the cases busting apart. And so, and he put my hands started burning when he set it in my hands, but he gave me a hobby wing. He's like, here, take this. Like, my hands started burning. And then, like, I felt Uncle Mike, like, hitting me the whole way from the other side of the property. Like, no.
I would never.
I told Kevin, I'm like, Uncle Mike's gonna kill me, right? But so, anyways, Gavin, Jared, Greg, Chris, pretty much the whole woodshed, Taylor helped. We thrashed to get this ESC in, got it in. Gavin's literally calibrating it and putting like a quick tune on it as I'm still screwing all my screws back in from the ESC tray, and went out with it. So this is Q2 now, and it was fine. There was like a throttle delay and like a ramp to it that was weird and I didn't like. But truck ran great, made it the whole time, and that's pretty much it. And then got with Gary. I didn't get with him till Sunday morning to retune the ESC to get all that stuff out of it, but yeah, pretty much it. I was happy.
One other thing I remembered about qualifier 1. Can I add this in?
Yeah.
I out-qualified you in e-buggy. I was super proud of that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
But then I think we both had some mistakes, I remember now, in qualifier 1. But, yeah.
Good job.
And then that I out-qualified you in qualifier 1, and then you out-qualified me in qualifier 2.
Okay.
It
gave us a nice main.
Yeah.
Let's say yeah.
Let me know when you want to get into that. I don't know if there's stuff before.
Anything else for Saturday night, kids?
I don't think so.
We'll just go and start with it then, since we were lower mains.
Yeah, since we were lower mains.
So yeah, C main of Expert E-Buggy.
I was in that too.
In the C main? No, you weren't. You were
Yeah,
filming.
a buggy?
You were filming.
No. Oh yeah.
I thought I
You
was.
were in the B
filmed it.
main.
No.
Yes, because me and Will bumped.
Because I bumped into the B main.
Oh, then were we
We're in
D?
the D main?
Oh, gosh. We suck at that. You
Yeah,
suck.
I'll look at the races, but I'm pretty sure.
It was me, Taylor, Will Alameda doing
Will.
his arriving Sunday morning thing, and then Kevin Swint Jr.
Yeah, D main.
Oh, man. Well, anyways,
That was right after I took over the camera.
Burn.
before we talk about that, I forgot on qual day. Completely unintentional. I think it was Q2 in E-Buggy. I was coming up on Kevin Swint Jr. and he had to like check up on the meatball, the like roundy bit. He
Okay.
had to check up on it to where he didn't like double it. He kind of rolled it, and I was like coming hot on him trying to find a pass, and
Yeah.
I was just like, well, I'm just gonna squeeze it and see what happens. And so he's here. My car, I whipped it. Like, I didn't intend to do any of this, but my car whipped inverted over him. Flashed him the bird, little, communications, and then scrubbed it perfectly and kept going. And then after the race, his dad was down there, and I was like, I didn't mean to do him dirty like that. He's like, that was the coolest fucking thing. I was yelling at him on the headset, like, dude, Alex just passed you upside down. It was awesome. I don't know how I did it, but it was sweet. Anyways, so yeah, now apparently the teaming.
Did you start in front of me, or did I start in front of you?
I think I started second.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then I
No,
started
I
third.
was first. I was DQ. Because Will was
Yeah, you were
last.
first,
Okay,
Taylor
then
was second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was second. All right, gotcha.
So yeah, a 6-minute D-main. It's hard to say.
I know, but it was fun.
so
Honestly,
much
this
fun.
was all I wanted over the whole weekend. If anything, something like
We
that.
went at it
So,
for like 3 minutes.
yeah, that
Like
was good.
just, oh yeah, Taylor and I were just wheel to wheel, bumper to bumper,
Back and forth.
Oh, it was so he'd make a mistake,
we
I'd
made-
catch up. I'd make a mistake, he'd catch up.
Yep.
Oh
Will kind of checked out.
yeah, Will checked out at
he's-
this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but no, that was so much fun. I was so glad that we got to do
Yeah.
that. So that made my whole weekend.
and then it was like what, like a minute to go, and it was out of turn 2. You went wide coming down into the 3-pack, I think, and I was able to hold on to the pipe, and that's where I passed you. And
Yep.
that was pretty much it. Like I didn't run away from
And
you
then-
or anything, but
And then I tried to push it pretty hard to catch up
Yeah.
to you through the meatball. And then, because I was like trying to hold on to the speed through the meatball, and I just went
yep,
out left field.
yep.
And then after that, like there was no catching.
Yeah. It was really
So-
fun though.
That was it.
It was so
Yeah,
much
that was
fun.
a great time.
And like that,
Yeah.
I love like when you go out on the sweeper and you're battling, and like you have to check up because you're carrying so much speed, but the guy in front of you is like not slow though. Like you're gonna
Yeah.
T-bone him if you don't check up.
Yeah.
And then you guys are just nut to butt coming out of turn 2, and oh, it's so much fun.
The whole racetrack was like that. And It was
Yeah.
really good. So yeah.
Mike, were you about to say something?
Yeah, Davey said it on the mic when you guys were racing. It was the first time all 4 of us were involved on the track. It's in some way or another.
Yeah. Yeah, because usually,
So that was cool.
Usually it was always me and Mike, or Davey and Mike, or me and Davey, because Taylor always did E-Truck and Nitro Car things, and we didn't race those. But yeah, we all got to fondle each other in some sort of way that wasn't inside the camper. That was cool.
Now we all run expert except for Davey, right? He's still
Yes.
running intermediate.
Yes,
Okay.
for now.
So yeah.
He wasn't a good enough boy.
So there could be a chance that we could all potentially run
Yes.
expert e-plane
Yes.
one day.
It was funny because after our D main, Davey had like a C main or something that was up pretty soon, like a couple races after. And when I went to relieve him in the booth, he's like, "Okay, because you were a good boy and you went and bumped. Now I gotta go be a good boy and my turn to bump." And so the whole time I was announcing his race, I was like, "Come on, Davey, be a good boy, be a good boy."
Yeah.
He wasn't a good boy.
And going along with that, since you're already on the subject, I'm just gonna say you guys killed it in the booth. all
Oh,
weekend.
thank you.
Like,
I appreciate
and
it.
that was like it started from the beginning, and I know we talked about this a little bit. Like you guys started in the morning, and it was like another like F main or G main, something before. I don't want to say the D word now. The D main of us, where you and Davey were both on the mic tag teaming it, and completely killed it. It was really
Thank
good.
you.
Made me happy to be there.
Something really funny.
The pre-race interviews are cool too.
Yeah.
Or like beginning race interviews.
Yeah, that's big thanks to Kevin with that new mics he got, because they
Mm.
don't have the interference over, like when you're standing under one of the speakers. They don't have near the interference that the old mics did. So I can actually walk through pit lane with a mic and not
Mm.
peak it. So I'm really excited to see what Davey and I get into with that now that we know our limits there. Really start playing around with that. But something with the mains and announcing. Krista was funny, and administratively, I didn't think about it too much. I put the novice A main pretty early in the program to split up some of the lower mains, which I won't do again. But so Krista was driving to the track while Novice was on the track, and she had it playing in her car. And she was telling me later on, like while she was listening to it, she's getting max. She didn't hear like any announcing or anything like that. And then she said, like, when she's pulling on property, she was ready to rip Davey and I like a new asshole. Like, I get it, it's just the Novice main, but you guys, come on, it's still the Novice, it's an A main, you need to do this, that, and the other. But then she found out, like, just something with the audio for the mics wasn't linked up with the live feed at the time. Because when she pulled on the property, she heard Davey and I, doing our thing. And she's like, oh. Really funny to me. Anyways, how'd your nitro car main go, Taylor?
So I was super pumped that the car should be dialed, all squared away. I think I made a couple more changes and stuff to it. I like redid the diffs with something I don't normally run, and then made a few other changes. I think like a sway bar. Gosh, threw a couple things at it. So I was pretty pumped to try all this. And then straight out of the gate, I'm like, yeah, this thing feels good. And then I think I started third, I want to say, or second. I started up towards the top. Or maybe I might have started first. I don't know. But I started towards the front at least. But yeah, so long ago, can't remember.
6 days.
Yeah. Came up to on the top, I remember, for the 180 when he come downhill. And then when I checked up to do the one turn, I got T-boned and spun around. And the car that hit me was going to wait for me, but then he got T-boned by the traffic behind him. And then the swarm of people kind of went around. And then I was mixed in with the group of people then, so I did the supercross jump. Then I remember getting hit and punted off the track in between the pipes and knocked upside down after that. And then
Nerd.
Then I drove angry to try and catch up. And you know how that always works. Yep. But and then Toby was yelling at me in the headset, and he's like, "Just settle down, settle down,
settle down, mate."
And yep. And after a while, he's like, "Just put in some good clean laps now." I'm like, all right. I'm like, the race is over. Like I got, by the time I got marshaled and stuff, it was too late. But it was just good track time practice for me, really. Yeah. So.
Did you get good clean laps by the end of it?
Yeah, they weren't too bad.
Oh, okay. At least there's some benefit to this.
Yeah, it was good. No, I still like running RC, so
yeah,
I'm not upset.
I'm not selling everything.
RC is fun.
Shit sucks.
Yeah.
I'll talk about mine. Main day. So, bumped out of the D main.
In truck?
In
buggy. Yep.
And then
I already forgot that's the one I was in.
And then C main and buggy. I didn't bump. I forget. I think I finished like pretty respectively. I forget where exactly. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But in the C main, what I learned was I had, like potential there. I just couldn't put it all together. Like I have my sights on the B main. You know what I mean? So I was happy with it. And then in truck, this was the B main. I think I got like fourth, which I was really happy with my truck B main. I was really
truck
happy
was fine.
with it.
I remember telling you how well you did after the fact.
It was cruising. And I had like one or two mistakes, and that again, that's enough for the top guys to lead off. But me and Will Alameda, we went to town in truck like a lot, back and forth, and because Will is such a good driver, and I look up to him a lot, and he's helped me a lot with setup and stuff through the past couple years. And so being able to battle with him was really cool, and I was actually able to put one up on him, and I finished just ahead of him. And so that made me feel really good because Will's stupid fast. But I mean, he didn't practice, and that was the first time his truck touched the track all weekend. So, like, there's an asterisk next to that. But still, anytime I get to battle with Will, it's a good time. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. So,
Also, talking about people that are fast and we respect, I'd like to point out in my Nitro Buggy Man, I still beat Bob Walker Jr. again.
Nice.
it's good looks.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't he flame out?
Something like that.
There's an asterisk next to that one, too.
I don't
That's
care.
the point. You gotta finish.
Don't you take that from me.
Yeah, you gotta finish.
Nitro's a battle of attrition.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
I'm not discrediting it. I'm just saying there's an asterisk next to it.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah, Bob was flying all weekend though, but he's just been having bad luck with Nitro. But, anywho's, Mike,
yes.
how was your mains?
I honestly can't complain. I bumped out of the C main with E-Buggy. Went to the B main, just had fun, just tried to drive. I think I finished where I started. Or no, I couldn't have. No,
Do you
I
remember where you
improved from where I
started in the
started.
C?
Second.
Okay. All right.
It was Jordan and then myself.
Is that how you guys finished?
Yeah. But what's it called? The C main I think I dropped back like really far, really early on, and then made my way back up. But no, the B main was just, go out, have fun, whatever, drive. I'm not gonna bump into the A main, so whatever.
I think
I improved where I started, and I was happy with it.
I think the whole C main was like, I think we were within a lap of each other in the C main, like the whole grid.
Yeah, no, it was still
It
all
was a
close
really
for sure.
good race. Like we had
Yeah.
everyone did awesome, being clean with each other, and like it was a snake for 6 minutes, which was really cool.
Yeah, the Jordan got away clean at one point or another and never looked back.
Mhm.
But yeah, everybody else was.
Oh yeah,
pretty tight.
Jordan was on one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, in truck, I just went out and drove. I finished where I started. Can't really complain. I did. Reflecting back on the mains and talking to Gavin about it afterwards, there's definitely things that I should have done in preparation for how much grip there was going to be.
What sort of things? Don't hold out.
So diff oils, go up
Okay.
in diff oils. Um,
In your
to
truck.
where in both cars, like in what was it Q2 was the most noticeable the day before, to where I was on A2s in Q2 and the tires were great, but I don't know, it was about halfway through the qualifier. You can definitely, it was one of two feelings: either the tires were getting hot and going away, which being A2s shouldn't be a problem, or something else was happening.
Probably
And
different.
yeah, so it circling back around and thinking about it and blah 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 blah, my diff oils were definitely too late. Especially temping my e-truck after the mains on Sunday. There wasn't anything underneath the body that was under like 180 degrees. Everything was frying hot.
Where's your diff oils out on your truck?
15, 15, 7.
Oh, yeah. I'm at
The
15.
rear biker one.
I'm at 15.
What was that, Cody?
I was gonna say 15-15 probably would have been okay. The 7 probably could have been a 12.
Yeah. I'm at 15, 20, 12 in truck now.
Yeah, like the truck, it wasn't as noticeable as buggy. Like truck was still manageable, but buggy for sure. I lost a lot of
Were you
entry
still at
steering.
10.75?
Yeah, where I probably should have been at like
Yeah, I'm
15.
15, 10,
Yeah.
15, 10, 7.
I'm
or
12, 10, 8 now
Yeah.
in buggy.
When you guys are jacking up your diff oils in preparation for a track that grooved up like that, where you're going to diff out, I think I know the answer, so it might be rhetorical the way you guys are talking, but don't you like to take a measurement of a percentage and up the front, center, rear in the same amount as a percentage to keep the balance of the
Essentially,
Pretty
yeah.
cool.
That's right. I would just do 5K. So I just do up everything 5K. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when I was talking to Gavin, I was like, I felt as if my diffs should have been double what they were. You know, like they would have been kind of asked to start, but after about a minute of them heating up, they've been really good, and they wouldn't have faded off in the last half. And then, I mean, he's like doubles a little too extreme. He's like, if you'd have just got up, like 5K, you probably would have been fine.
Watch some of the pro
But
guys, like say Lee, Jacob, even at Motorama, and a couple other guys, other racers where they'll hold one wheel and then give it some throttle just to warm up the diff before they go on the track.
Mm.
yeah, I see that a lot too, especially in 10 scale.
Mhm.
I think that's just a winter thing when your car's sitting and it's only like 50
Okay.
degrees inside the,
Well,
I don't know.
but I feel like that can make a big difference. Like even just at LCRC for the e cars when we're taking them straight to the grid off the starting lane.
That's very true. It's just like with the emulsion shocks. If you pump them up before you set the car out, then they're more consistent than
Right.
having to wait for the air to mix. But yeah, it makes sense, especially with electric though, because it's a 6 to 10 minute long sprint versus a 25-minute race.
Right.
You know,
Cody, how was your oilless mains?
So yeah, like I previously said, E-Truck didn't make my main. I was at a golf tournament across the road. If you guys weren't running 2 races ahead, I would have been able to make it.
Sorry.
Shame on you for being ahead of time, I guess.
Yeah.
But I figured that I was already gonna miss it anyways. So, um, Nitro Truck started 5th. Actually finished 4th because Battle of Attrition outlasted one of the guys in front of me. I feel like the race as a whole was good. I mean, pretty much drove by myself the whole time. I don't even think I fell back on the start like I usually do. I just stuck to the fast four in front of me, and before I knew it, the guys behind me sort of got in their battle of their own, so that allowed me to pull away. Um, A2 relapses, which I basically burn off in 25 minutes. As far as since we're on the topic of diffs, my diffs were already pretty high because I think I had like 2015 or something in them from last year. Um, Obviously, it's been run a couple times and had a couple mains on it, but if I were to do it over and like redid my diffs, I would have kept it 2015 with the way it
Just
was.
fresh oils.
It's, yeah, typically I'm running 12 12 7 or 12 12 10 or something like that on like a normal weekend
Mm-hmm.
when it doesn't, like last year when it wasn't grooving up.
That'd be
But
a
yeah,
great
no.
suggestion to use the diff analyzer. Pull your diff out, measure it,
And then
see what
fresh
it
it
is.
up.
Just put the same
Excuse me.
fluid, like 20 in it, and see what the change is.
Yes.
I bet it would be significantly higher.
See how degraded
Pull
the
out.
oil
Yeah,
is.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure after the last 25 minutes with it being 90 degrees and as grooved up as it was, I would, I mean, especially by the end of it, I could tell my whole car was just done with me. Um, yeah, before the next race, I'll definitely have to give it some love to make it through the rest of the year.
Good thing Taylor's going to do that for you, and he will do the testing for us.
Yeah, I'll have to put new clutch shoes and bearings in too, because I'm pretty sure that clutch was put in at the beginning of last year.
What Cody's saying is, Taylor, you have to put new clutch shoes and bearings in because clutch from the beginning of last year.
Well, I just put those Protect bearings that come with the Protect clutch in the garbage, so I can dig them out to put in yours. Okay.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, it's all right.
So, what's everyone's big takeaways? Like, I feel like we all learned something in some sort of way from this race weekend. So,
How much I loved getting done early compared
instead of
to
Yeah.
the
7
one
o'clock.
before.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
I was so
That
beat.
sucked.
And the weather on top of it, just being cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made for such a long day.
Yeah.
But this one, I was like so happy. Like done early, great weekend with my friends.
Mm.
So
dude,
I'm always
It was
happy when
great.
it's done a little early. It gives me more time to hang out with you guys, and we're not all running around doing something. I mean, not so much me anymore nowadays, but I mean, I guess between running home and going back to the track and running and whatever. But I definitely enjoy being done at a semi decent hour, so I
Yeah.
get to
Sit and eat dinner and
so everyone gets
relax.
everyone gets a chance to sit down and we can just have a couple beers and hang
Yeah.
out.
I like that too. I look forward to it if we
That's
can. So,
about the only reason why I still come. So
Good.
thank you.
Mike?
Saturday was great. Like we got done at what, like 7:30, 7:30.
Yeah.
Like Chris and I went down to the truck shop to get showers. We were back at the track by 9. You know, did a couple things to the cars to get them ready for the next day, and went to Jim's trailer. They had watched a movie outside.
Yeah.
You know, and hung out. And then I passed out in my chair, like sitting there watching the movie. But
No, I am. The more I do this race director thing at different places and different tracks and everything, the more, like, 3 quals is always more. You like more track time is always a good thing, and 3 quals is always a good thing, especially when we do qual points. But also at these big events, I think pretty much everyone can say when you've been thrashing Thursday, Friday, practicing and track ratting, and then you qualify Saturday, it's really nice to get done at 7, 8 o'clock. So then you have time to, whether it's work on your cars or watch movies or go out to eat or get to bed early. It's just so nice. But I learned
don't
a
have to
lot.
worry about
Go.
sleeping in on your mains or anything like that.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
don't talk about
Yeah.
that.
It's and that's why we don't have 3-hour breaks in the middle of Q1 and Q2 like other race events.
Oh, speaking of that, so I don't mean to talk bad about other tracks, but I did put on the Pro AM or is it
Pro-Am.
Pro AM,
Pro-Am.
Pro AM.
Pro-Am.
I don't care.
It's,
I'll call it
it's
whatever. I want.
Pro-Am.
Get it right. Get it right.
So when I was watching the Pro AM today,
Jesus Christ.
for a little bit of qualifying, I'm listening to him. I'm like, man, this guy's not like happy to do this. He's not like energetic. He's not paying attention. He's not calling out the lap cars.
Is it elite?
So, yeah, I wasn't gonna say who, but I'm like, Alex does such a better job than all these people, and those people get too much credit for it.
Well, I appreciate your words, but I don't know. I do really want to get down to the Pro-Am one year. That does look like a fun race.
So do I.
Did you
does.
see it's
Is that North Carolina?
yes?
South?
I think so.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. One of the Carolinas. That
Track
looks
looks cool.
looks like a blast.
I thought it was later in the year. So like when I saw the Pro-Am happening already, I was a little confused.
Is that the fall brawl you're thinking of?
Yeah, Fall
No,
Brawl's at the
I thought-
same place.
Yeah, I just thought it was later in the year, and then Fall Brawl was like not like maybe a month after it.
Yeah, Fall Brawl's like
But-
November, yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's like the last
I don't know.
thing in the Northeast.
Did you see the one team though that was drafted? Their big
Samoji sent me a message
it's-
late last night.
It's
There's
Samoji.
a team?
Yeah, they do this thing which it's super cool. I forget exactly how it works. There's a
And random draw a pro and an amateur. Is that why it's called a
So
pro?
yeah.
the pro they do like points.
Yeah.
So the pro picks a sportsman driver and an intermediate driver.
Yeah.
And if your team wins the points, I believe the pro driver gets extra money.
Yeah, I forget exactly how it works, but yeah, it's like a team thing. What during the individual like it's based off the individual results, but like it promotes people like working together as like a hobby, and it's a really
That's
cool
cool.
idea. But the one
They do a
team,
draft night and everything.
yeah, it's a big deal. But the one team
Oh,
is
really? That's cool.
Samoji,
Yeah.
McCutcheon, Garrett McCutcheon, and Cash Pieri, and like I just thought that was really funny. Like, cause I mean, we all race together all the time, the three of them, and
Yeah.
so that was really cool to
Who's
see.
their pro?
I don't know.
There were a bunch of people that were just kind of fast.
Yeah.
That signed up for pro because like pro e-buggy only had like 13 or 14 drivers in it.
Well, I think the
And
only like pros that are there is what, Camden, Ogden.
that's it.
Yeah.
That I count as a pro.
Yeah.
Mad Maddie Long's there, but
And Colton Fernari.
she's running
and
pro in
Garrett
this one,
Hallbaker.
but then runs sportsman in the other ones.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
We 1 year we gotta see if we can make it down there. I just need more vacation days right now because I'd rather go to PMB. But
Better races than PNB.
Yeah, I'm all for PMB.
what'd you say, Cody?
So there's better races than PNB.
Where do you think we should all go as a LCRC team then next year? With you coming along with
PNB is about PNB is about the only one that works.
That's my point. That is my point.
No, if yeah, no. If we do PNB like I did with like Kevin and Zach, and then the last time we went, that's a good time. Then
Yeah.
I can't do the up all night and go run the track at the middle of the night because the line's low or less people. Or no, I just get up early Friday, go practice, get done by lunchtime, and
Yeah.
go hang out and whatever. And then we go to bed at decent times. So it is until like Saturday night and Sunday that it's late because you have to be to make your races.
Yeah.
But
That's what I'm for. I'm not trying to change my sleep schedule.
yeah,
No, I'm really
I'm
pushing.
not trying to.
I'm really pushing to have a big group go down.
That's about the
Pretty
only
sure
one
I'll
that
be in for
can
that.
that makes sense. Because anything else in the middle of the season makes it rough. Unless it's like local, like if it's somewhere PA,
Yeah.
and we can do it on like a quick, like they have a Saturday race, we can leave Friday and come home Sunday or something.
Yeah.
But even that's still a lot of fun. I still enjoy doing
yeah.
that stuff.
I learned a lot about
I have a hot
tires.
take. Mm,
I like hot takes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not very controversial. I'm just if you take all the announcers that you see, I think it's Scotty Ernst and Alex Schultz.
That's a very fucking hot take.
That's where I'm at. No, I don't care. I called them out earlier on it.
That's a very hot
Yeah.
take.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna make me piss.
In all
myself.
honesty, and this isn't just because Alex is my friend, but Alex right now is at the top of my list.
Yep.
Like yes, like Scotty is a legend in the RC community and everything on and so forth. But like
Why still holds the number one status?
but I prefer Alex's announcing style over Scotty's. That's just my personal opinion. But
Alex runs the show, but your energy with Davey and the 2U tag teaming though is pretty cool.
You guys are gonna make me shit myself.
I got some tissues.
I couldn't do anything without Davey. First of all, like even going to like during the winter when I do carpet events, like, and Davey can't go, like, it's a whole different program. Like with Davey and I.
Yeah, and I know I didn't mention Davey's name, but like when I say Alex, I mean Davey as well as a package.
Yeah,
it's just without.
Yeah, I by no means meant it in any disrespectful way of not including Davey at all. I did not mean it.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, but it.
So just to make that clear for everybody,
Davey and I do a good job at firing each other up without like talking about it. Like I don't know, like we just feed off of each other's energy somehow.
Yeah, Davey just needs to learn how to pick a fucking driver to win a race.
He never wants to play. I don't know. Davey, look at the screen. There's 13 names. Just pick one. I'm not gonna ask why. I don't care why. Just pick a guy. Pick a driver.
My only pet peeve with you, Davey. Pick a driver.
Oh man. No,
I can't wait for you to bring that up at the next race. So, Davey, who's your pick to win this race?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it like every race through qualifier and everything. I don't care if I'm in the back of the shop or in the pits working on my cars. If Davey's in the booth, I'm just gonna grab my mic and call him out. Um, anyways, no, like it's super cool to me to see like Davey and I progressing as a team, and then seeing Davey progress as an individual announcer as well. Because like last year, most of the beginning of the season, he was like pretty timid. We were pretty rough when we tried to dual mic it, and it wasn't until like really the Pro Tech Cup, I think, was when we started like getting dual commentating down, because we never really did that on our own before. And like, you know, Davey's super nervous, I'm super nervous, and now we're kind of getting into the groove. And
You can see it when he's announcing at ACS too. Like
yeah,
he does super good
oh
at
yeah,
ACS.
he does.
You know, so
Kid's a natural. Yeah, I'm super stoked for Mugen Challenge this year.
I'm honestly looking forward to the extra day that I get to spend at the track.
Yeah,
You know,
same.
Same. An extra day.
and
What are you gonna
honestly,
be there Tuesday?
I really,
Possibly.
yeah, right.
See.
I really like how Mugen is ran, like that race. I love the controlled practice, so I can plan out literally my entire weekend.
Yeah.
It's great.
I
love it.
I would love if we started doing that for every race.
It's getting
Yeah,
to that point size wise.
Mugen's the only race where I don't miss dinner. Like
Yeah.
I actually have planned it out to where like, okay, cool. I have 3 hours to eat dinner and do whatever else. And
I know.
Yeah.
I know. With the recent super high turnouts, by recent I mean the past two, Kevin's definitely has been having that on his radar, and like I don't know what is going on in his head and what's going on in Chris's head and what they talk about privately, but like you can definitely tell they have some things like cooking up on how to handle it better. You know, not that they're handling it bad now. Everything's still super smooth and everything goes really well, but that's how they are. It doesn't matter how good it is. They're always looking how to make it better, and you can tell they're working on that in the background.
I do not want to know what's going on in Kevin's head.
Neither do I.
Are those fugitives?
No, they are not though.
Those are double D's.
They look like a fugitive. No, they're not.
Triple D's.
They look like a fugitive.
Hold it back up. Hold it back up. Teasers.
It is not the brand of any tire that you have said yet. But moving on.
At roll speed.
Oh, they
Nope.
kind of do look like the raw speed, whatever the tire is
Excuse.
called. Forget now. I have to look it up.
Anyways, I learned a lot about tires this weekend because I messed around.
That's a reflex.
I messed around a lot with treads and compounds I don't normally run because the track was the best I've ever ran it at. And I got super confident with double bars. Like I was learning a lot in what they'd like over the past couple of, since they came out. But after this weekend, now I'm like, I might reach for these before my relapses. But then I was thinking that really hard, and then I went out on relapses because I didn't have the compound I wanted in double bars, and they went really good. And then when I went out on them with the other car, the same compound of relapses, and went faster. I'm like, discrepancies. But
I feel like the double bar is lazier and doesn't catch the ruts and knucks and it slides over them.
yes,
So it's like easier to drive in that sense.
but
So I like it.
it's
'cause
harder
we
to
did have some
drive.
ruts and stuff.
Harder to drive because you take like a foot off the groove you have to stay into with the double bar to be fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the relapse, you can kind of get out of the groove a little bit. Like the double bars to stay fast, you gotta be hitting your marks. It's a lot to hold on to with the double bar to run fast.
I think
It
the
is, but
groove
I
was
com-
pretty wide that we had this
It
weekend.
was. I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely was.
But I completely agree with Taylor. It's it missed every single bump on the track.
Yeah.
Because like when I went to relapse for the first time, I actually had to be careful in a couple spots not to catch ruts.
Yeah.
You know, because the side bite. But
And that was the other fun thing that was new to me was having this much traction while still having like the erosion ruts. And none of them were crazy or anything, you know. None of them were like swallow you or anything like that. Like there wasn't really any moon craters, but there was just those couple ruts and the couple turns that they could really screw you up if you don't hit them right or
Yeah.
yeah. So
It's almost just like an obstacle.
yeah, it literally was.
It was like a washboard.
Yeah. That was
yeah, like the biggest one that caused really anybody issues was the
flyway.
top right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the top right by the JC turn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I love when a track gets like that though. At the same time, it just adds that extra variable.
Yeah, but it's been so long since I've ran on a track like that. I forgot what it was like.
Yeah.
You know, because all of last year the track never got that to that level.
Never.
I can't remember if it was this was qualifier day. I had started out with the intention of gonna try and build a really good groove in the track. So I felt bad for right before whoever's Q1.
Oh, 40
But
40
I
plus
tried to- Yeah,
nitro.
that's what it was. I tried to wet the track as much as what it would take so that I could get some moisture down in underneath the track. And then after that, throughout the entire rest of the day, I was just trying to get the fluff to keep the dust down, but not wash the groove away.
So I think what you did, Taylor, was perfect. Like what I think you gave it the proper amount of moisture in that first watering. Like you did everything right. I just think we had a discrepancy where we didn't communicate between you and I on what the moisture content was gonna be. Because in my head, I was just thinking, the classic 10-15 minute, hose and go. And so I was rushing the drivers on the stand, and that's where I screwed up, was I should have been like, all right, it's going to be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We had plenty of time. But
Yeah.
it all worked
I
out
also
in the end, though.
didn't think it was going to take that long for it to
Yeah.
try and settle in, but it wasn't.
No,
horrible, I
it
guess.
worked out really well because still, like, and my argument was there was 3 or 4 sorts of those guys, and Novoso was in the first sort, and he took second overall in the first round. So
Yeah.
the track was obviously fine when everyone went on it. Like, yeah, your cars got a little muddy, but like I sent them out for like 2 minutes for warm up, and then had them come back in, and like their pit guys were scraping mud off, and then the track was fine after that. So like, I think we handled it perfectly.
Cool.
And yeah,
I remember that now.
it went really
Yeah.
well after that.
I remember being in the pits getting sprayed with dirt and mud from everyone's cars.
Sorry.
Because that was nitro buggy.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it went well though. But so yeah, they're doing a new layout now. Where are you guys at on that, Cody? Oh,
I've
Pause.
heard.
You should run an ACS
Oh.
or Nitro Caddy.
well, let's do an ACS since you said that first. Thank you, Mike, for backing me up on the things we need to do to pay our bills. Shout out to our friends Tony and Colleen down at ACS.
So, how do you hobby? At ACS Hobbies, we've got everything to fuel your passion and spark your creativity. Whether you're into RC cars, model trains, boats, or planes, we have a huge selection of kits, parts, and accessories. Need paints or tools? We've got you covered. Test your skills on our RC crawler course or race on our oval track. There's always something fun to do. Plus, discover an awesome range of games for all ages. ACS Hobbies is your ultimate destination for hobby enthusiasts. Visit us today and start building your next adventure.
Anyways, what were we about to go into? Track stuff. Cody, where are you guys at on the track?
Oh.
Are we recording now?
I was there
I know there's a lot of rain, so
yesterday. Yeah, I was there yesterday before the rain. It was half leveled. Some new dirt was brought in to level things out a little bit. aside from that, that's all. That's about all we got. That's about all. Well, Kevin really was the only one working on it all the time with Henrietta. We
Mhm.
just stopped over to visit and talk about a couple things, but no, Kevin has it half wrecked and some stuff filled in, and then I mean, until he probably finished that up Friday evening, it's been raining since 6:30, 7 o'clock last night. So
So
yeah,
how tight is your leash gonna be on this layout?
He said
I
that
don't
the training wheels are coming off,
Are they? Is
is that what he said?
that official?
or maybe that's
Yeah,
what I said for him.
well, so typically for this particular layout, I don't want to necessarily do all sorts of things because I'm saving it for Mugen Challenge and Cancer Race.
Yeah.
How many Saner six
But
packs?
to answer it exactly as how you just asked it, there's 0 at this point.
How many Saner 8 packs?
22 packs.
Dude, there's just one pack of jumps from end to end.
Just like
There's 32
I was
of
Motorama.
them.
gonna say I do have enough dirt now that I could probably make a 22 pack.
Do you guys have intention of using all of the new pay dirt?
We have every intention of bringing the new dirt onto the track. Whether or not it is used right off the bat, we don't know.
Because what the
As far as obstacles and stuff, and we
Yeah.
might use it to like build some areas up, and so like we know the dirt's there to use, and we don't have to worry about trucking it over then.
right.
So yeah, just to get it all on there, and then
What do you mean by build
build it
areas
into
up?
stuff. Or
Like, what do you mean?
yeah,
Like, what,
Like
um,
I know the
so
drain's a
like
little low, like where the drain is on the left side.
yes, like the floor is gonna get a little bit, but then like where the where we were turning and coming down the hill to the 3 pack,
Mm-hmm.
right before there, it was kind of dipped out.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's built back up. Harry's pole where the jump is going into the JC turn,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be filled in and built back up. It was probably before you guys were around. Mike probably might remember, but like there was the top deck, and then there was like a middle deck, and then there was the lower part. So like we might put some dirt in there and build in that middle deck again, um, to give some different elevation looks or just
I,
different lanes to use.
I remember back then the right side of the track being way more challenging than it has been, at least the last 2 years. I don't know what changed between back then and now, or it could have just been me not being able to see the right side, but or it could be the angle because like it seems like
Uh, I
I
feel
remember
like at
there's
one point, because now that there's a lane width standard, we don't try
yeah.
to squish stuff in there as much anymore. So I feel like before there might have been more stuff because we were squeezing lanes.
It's
Instead
like
of every lane's at least 12 feet, they were 10.
Yeah, because Roar I think is still 8 foot minimum or something.
Well, they say that, but I've been to a couple of road events where that none of their rules actually hold true. So
Well, yeah, but
I don't think Roar holds to anything they promise. But
no.
but
that's a argument for a different
I know
day.
building
At
tracks
this
at
point, they just hope someone bids on something to
Yeah.
hold a race.
but I know building tracks at WO like we would always stick with 8 foot, but then you like actually measure out. You're like, oh, that lane looks a little wide. Let's look where we're at, and you're like 9 foot. You're like, well, it still looks
Yeah,
it still looks too narrow at 9 foot. Like we got to make that wider.
yeah. So that would have been because the right side. I would agree. There was definitely some layouts where like there was more going on, but also the lanes were probably not as wide as what they typically are now.
Now I'd
okay,
almost like to see a double, 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 just the whole width, like Supercross style. Going through the
Supercross
track.
rhythm sections really make my
Yeah,
taint throb.
like a whole bunch of
We
doubles.
we tried to do that at one point, but when everything's so steep and you try to put it into a rhythm section, doesn't quite translate as much into RC as it does a dirt bike.
Yeah.
It would make me not have a good time trying to hit it, and I can't imagine anyone other than the top, for a typical race, the top two to five actually being able to do it clean every single time.
Yeah. Cody, I just sent Taylor a video to send to you. It's from an really old layout. This video's from 2016. It's a video of Bornhorst like attempting to cut the entire Harry's corner.
I remember that
Um,
one.
yeah, like
There was like
where
two tabletops there, right? Like two little tabletops,
yes,
and he was
yes,
going from one to the other. Yeah.
yeah, like the jump started at the pole
Yep. And the
coming
other
down the
one like
hill.
landed on to the end of the turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
To where like layouts like that with obstacles like this were always these layouts were really challenging for me personally on the right hand side because everything was at an angle.
Okay. Yeah.
You know.
I do remember that layout, and I remember watching him do that.
Well, the Supercross, the standard Supercross jump that's always there somewhere. Will that get
As far as like a bigger double?
Yeah. Will the biggest double on the track be any bigger than the standard?
No, probably not. Because then, like,
The
if you make
moon.
something too big, you end up with like super long straight lanes, and then you're trying to put fit other little corners in there. I don't know. Usually, if something's too big, it just throws off the rest of the track.
So that big ass double we put in at WO, that was from one end of the driver's stand to the other. I really enjoyed that myself. Because Cody, you didn't race on it, but like it was, and like the driver's stand at WO, because there's the lower driver's stand and then the tall one that's next to each other. So it was, a 40-foot double downhill that you just had to send it, but essentially we didn't make the lander long enough to make it an easy landing. So if you didn't
Right.
scrub it, you were lawn darting or flat landing. And
Yeah, people are probably breaking all sorts of shit.
oh yeah, when we first built it, it kicked you so high, like
This guy did.
Yeah. I mean, how tall do you figure WO's driver stand is? Probably 14 foot, 12 foot.
At least. Yeah, at
15.
least.
We'll say 15 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, your car standardly would almost come eye level with you. It was awesome.
It was the landing is what killed that jump. Like
Yeah.
the jump was fine, the landing was
Yeah,
horrible.
the lander was not sufficient to the jump.
Yeah. There was so
I
many
was-
broken ESCs. Like
There's a lot of
it was
broken
bad.
Gerard broke one.
Yeah. It
I
was
just
really
remember
bad.
I just remember the couple years I was at PNB, they had some massive freaking jumps. Like the one year
Oh,
they had a
I've-
huge they had a huge triple right in front of the driver's stand. I couldn't even clear it. Nitro cars couldn't clear it.
Yep.
And
I have
unless you
videos
had a
of it.
2250 truck motor, you couldn't clear it in e-truck either.
That was 2017. It was a 60-foot triple.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like that's just crazy. And then so if that was, you said that was 16 or 17?
17.
17. So
I'm looking at a video of it right now.
that was my second year I went. My first year I went, I think they had two massive doubles that felt like it shot your car almost eye level to a P&B stand. Those were pretty gnarly too.
Yeah, I remember I want to say it was my first year there. Yeah, it was my first year there because I blew up an ESC at PNB to where they had a couple hip jumps that they weren't very far apart, but they shot you so high that if you didn't downside it, dude, it was like a straight 30-foot drop chassis slap.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah, so trying to stay away from that kind of stuff.
Yeah, please don't do
Yeah.
that.
But no, I've been thinking about it. I honestly didn't even think about a new layout until yesterday. So it's crossed my mind a couple times trying to think of a couple things. But until I actually like get there and get to walk around for a little bit and stay
Right.
on the driver's stand,
Ponder.
it usually doesn't start coming. Yeah, have to ponder over a beer 3
Yeah.
to start figuring out which way we're going or what we're doing. So
Don't think about it ahead of time. Just like you and Kevin have always said, the best layouts come from not planning. And just doing something.
AJ wants a loop de loop.
Start piling dirt.
yeah, and Hunter wants a Supercross tunnel jump.
Yeah, she does.
Is there? I know Kevin was asked this on Hump Day. I don't know if you caught it, but any thoughts about trying to incorporate Joker lanes or anything like that?
No.
No, because Kevin hates
Yeah.
joker lanes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, split lane, Joker lane. I mean, it's just
Yeah, you'll.
Joker lanes. While split lanes are more pointless than Joker lanes, I don't want to use up the space to put a Joker lane in.
I mean, I agree.
Unless we did like like P&B did the one year where it was the Joker part of it was just driving straight through in the front stretch.
Yeah.
That's how
and then,
B&B
like-
was this last year, and I really like it. Didn't use up too much of a footprint.
Yeah, like
yeah, well
on
that would be like if we had the current layout that we just ripped out and we take the pipe out at the end of the straightaway.
yeah, I was
So,
gonna
like,
say yeah.
yeah,
The Joker
if you
lanes
get to you get to use this once every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once per
the
heat and
abrupt
once
right-hand turn.
every 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, every other lap you're making the abrupt right hand turn.
Yep.
That would be the only way I could see it make sense. But that's kind of like P&B's
That's their
psycho
thing.
part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're not here to
Copy.
be that and I don't really have the word for what P&B is, but
It's its own thing. Trademark.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. But regardless, I don't think that has its place at LCRC.
I agree. I think it has a great
Yeah.
place at P&B. You know.
Right. Yes. That's the type of event I would
Yeah.
expect it
I'm
to
not
be.
talking shit on Joker Lance. I'm not talking shit on P&B, but
Right. Yeah, I'm just saying like P&B is the type of event that would be.
right.
Yeah.
Like a wall ride.
Yeah. I'm so mad they didn't have a wall ride this year.
I could
Wall
care
ride's
less
pretty
if they have
gnarly.
one or not.
I thankfully have fared well on the 2 that I've had to do.
Well, anyone have anything else regarding the race?
You guys been
weekend?
doing anything in preparation?
I put new stickers.
Are we doing
on.
any? I'm not prepping at all.
Mike?
What, prep for the next race?
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of things. There's
Been rebuilding the cars.
I got a whole thing of things to put on and try and test for next race. I have
Oh yeah.
a box of other stuff.
My box
and
came in today. All our new springs.
I got Mugen parts to put on my car, to try, and
Nice.
I probably need to put things in the truck too.
Shit.
there's a lot of things that I'm going to be doing, and
I got semi-color match
Nice.
stickers.
Nice.
Looks way
They look
better.
good.
Yes.
Those are
I
cool.
like that LCRC one.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Techno dropped all their new springs and shit, so.
Are they harder, stiffer?
Softer.
They are
Well, they're
they're stiffer.
just shorter too. The 68
They're
mil.
stiffer.
Yeah.
They're stiffer.
Oh, wish I was stiffer.
You can be.
Wow.
Yeah, they're stiffer than the current offerings, and rebound
Gotcha.
faster, and they're shorter.
Are you guys using them on the same shock body and same tower and everything
The short
else?
ones.
Okay.
Yeah, they're meant for the new shocks. They just weren't released at the same time. So like that's why I was running hot body springs and all that stuff. So
Anywho's. Oh, Taylor's ready for bed.
I'm all right. I'm actually slept in, so I feel pretty good.
No.
It's been a long week, though.
I'm getting up at 5:30. I throw chuck roast on the smoker so I can have it ready by the Indy 500 at 12:30.
Nice.
nice.
Yeah,
All right,
it's gonna be
come
drinking beer and watching American race cars.
Cody's
Not
Sunday
today.
sounds way better
Go
than mine,
American,
so
but
on my
Indy
way.
500 at 12:30, F1 at 4, and then Coke 600 at 6.
It's a pretty good day.
Yeah.
Now, your family being all like smoker type people, when one of you, say yourself, smokes anything, do the other ones like critique it? Like Hunter and her dad, or like, well,
No. Usually I get pretty good. I usually get compliments out of it.
okay, good.
No, I don't get critiqued as much as they probably critique each other.
Yeah.
Well, I got nothing else.
Same.
Yeah. Feel like I could just stay on and BS for a while, but I don't have a whole lot else that's
Yeah.
RC related, at least.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited. I left the last race. I told you guys, extremely pumped, ready for the weekend. I was like ordering shit online. I see Mugen's got a little 20% Memorial Day sale.
Oh, nice.
If you guys are in need for something, I just noticed that. But yeah, super stoked for the rest of the weekend. Can't wait to race. I was actually almost disappointed we didn't get to race this weekend, being today. But it was good for me because I was so busy during the week. I didn't have time to prep or get around. So,
Good news is rain should be done tomorrow morning too.
yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah,
So.
Bud Shoemaker was sending me videos. He went down to Adrenaline to practice inside today, and even though we talked about it in the group chat, and I'm still glad I didn't go, I was still jealous he got to go play toy cars.
I was so pumped and I just wanted to race, but just like we talked about, I wouldn't have got anything out of it, and I'm not changing my setup to match what Adrenaline needs
inside,
compared to the outdoors.
I would have gladly went down, even if it was a practice day outside. I would have gladly went down and, do that. But because I know where I was at last time inside there, and that wasn't even on the short shock. So I mean, I'd be track ratting the whole time, making a million changes. But, anywho's, let's call it.
All right.
Yep.
So it's been episode 41. We're gonna do the loop thing. So, ready? I'd like to thank.
Yep. I'd like to thank. Go ahead.
LCRC.
I'm not doing the single thing. Just Mugen Siki, MT Designs.
You're worse than Davey.
And Cody for coming on, our guest, and you, the listener.
Yep.
Okay.
And then go ahead, Cody.
Nope. I didn't know if we were in my camera clockwise would have been me, but you go ahead.
ACS Hobbies, of course. Nitro Caddy, Dennis over there. The listeners, all of you. Without you, none of this would. We wouldn't be doing this anymore. You know what I mean? So, and then Cody, thank you for joining us again. It's always good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Tech,
Alex, do you want to complete your thing?
yeah. Techno.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right, Cody.
All right. LCRC, Mugen, my wife, you guys for having me on. And yeah, that's about it.
Sweet. All right. Well, thanks again, Cody, for joining us. And
No problem.
You're gonna have to make sure you watch when you don't make the next race. You're gonna have to make sure you watch on the broadcast so we can do this again still. Because it's really weird doing it without you.
I'll probably stop by. I might just have 2 kids with me.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. Yeah. It would be weird to
We'll
have a whole LCRC weekend without having a safety briefing with you. So.
see.
Anyways, this has been episode 41. I'm working on a couple guests. I know us 3 talked about it. I don't want to disclose anything till it happens, but we got a couple cool episodes planned outside of just recapping LCRC races. So stay tuned, and we will catch you on the next one. We're gonna end with Nitro Caddy signing us off. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Jesus.
It's a starter box adapter plate. I got tired of the pins moving on me with the boxes. And what this plate does is it affixes the 4 corners of your chassis to the starter box.